The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Howell, the pass to Beverly. Back to Howell. Noah. Nice D from Aldridge. Well, Greggy is talking about the assistant that was hired was Becky Hammond in the NBA. And, you and I were talking about this before. She was a perfect candidate to become the first full-time female assistant.
Yeah, I agree with you. It might not seem like that big a deal to some, but this was a big-time barrier breaker that the Spurs pulled off.
Out of bounds, Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker. And so it's Houston with it. It's a three-point game. The three from Harden. Another miss by Harden. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody there. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control, even though he's going at breakneck speed. He still maintains his body control.
Harden kicks to Smith. Kicks it out to Harden. Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And it's just hard to imagine the Spurs without Coach Popovich on the sidelines. He's the longest tenured coach in the NBA and has done so much for this team. Easily one of the best coaches in the history of our league.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Here's Dion. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Well, I tell you what, it's easy to get spoiled watching this film. I mean, he just makes it look so simple.
It's Harden with the drive. Kicks it out to Ariza. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
This one for 3. Anderson's shot is off.
I tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
Another miss by Houston. Spurs leading by 4. .58 seconds left in the first quarter. And slammed in by Dion.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Harden dishes to Beverly. The shot will not go. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what happens when the team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Rockets trailed by 7. Harden the pass to Howard. And that one is stuffed right through.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
Ginobili with the 3. Oh, a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Harden. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Harden's got 5 points so far.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
The first quarter all. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latino. Vámonos. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot block, and it does intimidate them.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for San Antonio.
Where they at? What is shot blocking?
Always reliable Parker and Green.
They got control.
Duncan is up there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Leonard in the three, the small forward.
Controls in here, man.
Here's Parker. James Harden picking up that last basket.
Go.
Howard with the steal. For the finish. Harden with the step.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Now here's Duncan. Hasn't scored yet. I'm sure will change. Good D by Howard.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on the way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Leonard attacking.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down for him on that wall.
I tell you what, the great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
It's going to be on Josh Smith. So far about the offensive approach for San Antonio.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on.
Like I said.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Houston, a whole new five on the floor. McDaniels. Outside Terry.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound, a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength. Just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
McDaniels hits to Terry. And it's Terry again missing. San Antonio leading. Here's Leonard. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Clearly, he's one of the best
Troll number 9.
When it comes to making that lead.
Troll number 9.
And the basket by Jones.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Now here's Green. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Troll number 9.
Leonard, no luck.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Work its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
All right, Big Nope.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too,
To send us, it's Clark, but that's
He got his mic off.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Here's McDaniels. Clock at 6. Terry. Shot blocked by Aldridge. That's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play.
Fuck out of here.
Let's take a look now at some of the teams that have been blocking shots by the truckload since the All-Star break. The Spurs second.
Kevin, they've had a terrific inside game since the halfway point of the season, especially in terms of defense because they've protected the paint and everybody's been on the same page.
Here's West. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop. And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting them get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Here's Terry after the made shot from Manu Ginobili. And it's Terry off the drive. He kicks to Brewer.
He said that shit.
And that's going to be a travel. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the half. Shinobi can't hit.
Oh, tight defense being played right there. And force the miss.
Textbook, close enough to bother the shot. Good challenge, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
No shit.
There's 18 seconds left.
Whatever. Yeah, that bitch on your email every time that bitch moving.
No, sir. I'll just go back to the site. That's what it's showing.
Oh, okay. That bitch was in the plane or that bitch was on the driver?
Shit, it had to be on the plane first. That bitch came from Virginia. It went from Virginia.
North Carolina, huh?
Huh?
Came from Greensboro, huh? Yeah. Yeah, so she was telling you. Yeah. When you get out though, that boy. Yeah. Now you gotta do a flick, hook him. Yeah, plug it in and hook him and yeah. Hook line thinker, man. Yeah, man. I'm all
Rockets trailed by 6. Terry outside. Moniunas kicks to Terry. From outside, off the mark. Here's Mills. It's good. The assist that time from Dion. And the Spurs lead by 8.
Wow, that is just pretty right there. What a find for his teammate at the rim.
And that does it for the first half of play.
bitch ass up a grown man ass nigga. Fuck you, bitch.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
You know, as effective as he was at slashing to the hoop in that first half, even better at finishing once he got there.
Guys, we saw some amazing dunks from him. I can't imagine he'll be able to top those in these last 2 quarters. But I'd love to see him try.
Need to be in fucking school.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. We get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Ariza is the small forward and Smith the 4. Everly and Harden, they're the backcourt. And it's Howard in the center position. It's the 5 for Houston right now. Here's Smith. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Good. Just like the suit. A little more ferocious stuff.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. Young fella wearing the rim out. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Spurs lead by 10. It's Parker outside, and it's good. Parker's got 5.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody.
Come out, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
timeout call, the Rockets. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
They've just got to be more careful tonight. It's that simple. I mean, those guys are too valuable. They need them on the floor.
He's checked in for the Rockets. Rockets trailed by 13. Beverly dishes to Howard. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over. Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
That's a 2 from Parker. The rebound by Hart.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Green kicks to Leonard. Second chance shot. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Shot's good.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, you know, the NBA loves to experiment with different rules in different ways. The D-League last season used international rules for goaltending. And that small change makes a huge impact on the defensive end.
Wasted no time on that one. Green's got 5 points so far. Harden the best to Beverly. It's Beasley on the wing. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding positions. He wasn't set.
Here's Terry. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got his third rebound on the night. And for the international rules of goaltending, players are allowed to touch the ball after it hits the iron, even if it is over the cylinder.
I'm not sure if the NBA is going to adapt that rule, but I think it wouldn't be a big deal to adapt it because there aren't a lot of times that play happens in the game. I think it would be a small percentage of those plays over the course of the season.
That's good.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
And here's Leonard from 3. It's rebounded by Houston. McDaniels got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Jones. The shot is off. Now San Antonio takes it the other way.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
And it's Terry off the drive. Nice D from Aldridge.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on.
Montiunas' shot is good.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the 3. The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth. Even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Now here's Leonard, covered by Brewer. Kawhi Leonard again. Leonard's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Brewer. The shot is off. Great D that time from Leonard. Here's Green. Kicks it out to Leonard. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's San Antonio running away with it. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. On the floor for San Antonio, Mills and Manu at the guard. Anderson is out there with Boris Diaw, and it's West in at the 5 spot.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Pass to Smith. Inside. Wants to get it to Ariza. He does.
Man, he slams it home and gets a little camera time on the backside of it.
He spent a while up there on the rim.
And I like the fact that the ref's going to give him a little bit of leeway there and a lot more than they used to.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks that Coach drew up.
It's Ginobili outside, and the rebound goes to the Rockets.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Good. Ariza's got 5 points in the quarter. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Mills. West up on top. Shoots from the high post. Good on the jump shot.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That was a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Rockets trail by 20. Kicks it to Beverly. Pass to Howard. And some nice passing there by Houston. Hands of the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's Beverly. And the 3 off target.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Harden dishes to Smith. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, Steve Kerr and Jason Kidd both coming with no coaching experience over the last few seasons and also having success. I don't know, guys. Maybe we should throw our hat in the ring. But pretty impressive stuff.
That's not for me to do. I've already determined I don't want to coach for a paycheck, even if it is a big one.
You know, you look at the coaching success for both Jason Kidd and Steve Kerr, both with long playing careers, championship experience on their resumes. Steve, in fact, Clark even had some time in the front office with Phoenix.
And don't forget about his broadcasting career either, Kevin. I mean, I think in both cases, though, you look at these two guys, they were able to come in and have immediate credibility with their teams and their playing experience, part of their preparation for being coaches.
Leonard again to Ariza. And the rejection by Harden. To the paint. And there's Ariza. That's good on the assist by Beverly. And it's 7 points for Trevor Ariza. And here's Leonard from 3. Good on the shot.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Greg, no question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Duncan with the block. Back to Leonard. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Leonard's got 28. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Spurs?
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, well, also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for San Antonio.
Clark, the differential in assists led to a lot of open looks and also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
They made the defense adjust by moving the ball like that, and there was no answer for it.
And the wins continue to come in fairly easy for these guys in what's been a very strong year, to say the least. Tonight will push them up to 56 wins.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Leonard. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody can do much to keep him from dropping it in. And this run not really doing him any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. Would have been really easy to pack it in.
Kept alive. Here's Duncan, who's back up. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
San Antonio making a switch here. There's Diaz checked in for Aldridge. Anderson comes in for Leonard. Ano Ginobili, he's checked in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
From the arc, rebounded by Howard. The dish to Beverly. Howard gets to Ariza. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying